Hello there, Vic Benedict here. We're playing Conan on King difficulty. This is my video guide and walkthrough series for the hardest difficulty on what I'm going to call the game of the year. Now, I know the game came out a long time ago. I don't really know when it came out. I think it was 2007, wasn't it? Maybe 2008. And I'm sorry that fan has to be on, guys. I told you, though. I told you, didn't I? I told you. When it was winter, I would have to use the fan too. That I would be sweating in winter. Guess what? I'm sweating in the winter. I'm sweating. It's so fucking hot, man. So, if we're sweating in winter, guess what's going to happen when hell on earth comes? Guess what happens when summer comes? We're going to be sweating, and might as well just start to go down to hell right now and say, let's just start it. Let's just start the fire. Just start it up and let's get blazing hot. Just, don't even wait. Don't even fucking wait. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be going into more like fortress areas. But it starts off over here, and don't worry, we're not gonna be running with a negative theme or anything like that. So we've got these enemies to fight, which, I mean, if you like them, you can have fun fighting them. You can even just stand here and wait for them to do their quick time event, and you can just grab them and quickly kill them. But it just, sometimes it takes too long to wait around. I don't want to wait around for them to maybe do it. Be careful. You can also fall off this cliff if you're hitting towards that ledge there. I've fallen off. I fell off a couple times, if I can talk, man. But yeah, we have a new magic. I'm going to be calling it a flock of seagulls. I don't know what it's called, and I also thought about maybe starting the project over because I wasn't satisfied with the videos as much as I would want to be. But there really is no pleasing me. I'm so hard to please. So I said, let's just see what we can do with what we have. So what if there are a few... I don't know what happened there, honestly. It happened so suddenly. And I'm sorry about the fan. I'm trying to make sure that fan's not too loud. I don't know why it makes a little rattling sound. If it persists, though, I'll just... I mean, it's on the lowest fucking setting. It can't go any slower. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Just, I don't know, just don't wish for hot weather, because like if you want hot, like these days, it's not just hot, it's like it's sweltering hot. Like, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it because I hate it. I hate being hot. I can't stand it. Anyway, so yeah, let's okay, here we go. We got it. We finally got it. Look how many squares of... actually, that's not a square, is it? I mean, does it matter? I don't know. I'm always so concerned about being so goddamn, like, technical. Like, I'm so, like, bitter about making mistakes, and... I can't just, like, let something be. Like... You guys know that, and I'm sorry. I cannot help it. I can't have... Okay, so let me give you an example. The God of War 1 videos, they're gone, guys. I don't know how many of them there were, but last night before I went to sleep, I was on my mobile phone deleting them one by one, and then I went into the playlist, and then I deleted that. And I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get into the video, but... I can't have it stand as it was, but this is really fun. This is really damn fun. But the reason I mentioned that we have 5 segments of magic here is I threw that guy down there. That was funny. Because we have 5 now, but we'll be getting... we should be getting... Wait, that's not 5. I can't even count. I can't count. I can't even fucking count. That's not 5. That's 6. Jesus. I can't count, man. Jesus. That was staring me in the face. I thought that... I'm done. I'm about done. Like, how do I think that was 5? I just don't even. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm livid. But we're gonna get another. What would you call that? I mean, I don't want to call it a segment. I don't want to call it a square because that's not a square. A rectangle? 2, 3. I don't know what the fuck you like. What the fuck would you call that? It's. I don't know what it is, but there's a ton of these guys down here, and a couple of the moves that I'm going to use down here are square, 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 hold, and square, square, triangle. And he does a really interesting move that I really like to showcase, and it is that one. It's called the Whirlwind. There is a move called black something. I don't know what it's called, but it's square, square, triangle, triangle. And he will also do like a finishing move for that. We're also going to be getting the well, I don't remember what it is, but it does a decapitation, and it's really cool, and it builds up the rage meter pretty quickly. I noticed. But this is so fun. Fighting these enemies. You can't grab them, but they're pretty easy to parry, and you can just do this. I'm going to be doing this move a lot too, which is square triangle. So the more that I've thought about it, I really don't like just using the single sword. I really prefer the dual wield and the two-handed weapons. So there's actually quite a bit to do over here, because there's this harpoon type of thing over here, and you're going to be using it to get a bunch of extra stuff. So we're actually going to have 7. I don't know what I don't know what the fuck you would call those. Links, rectangles. I don't know. Does it much matter? And that was one of the things too that somebody was telling me that it's okay. You don't have to delete the God of War 1 videos. But I wanted to give you guys a Christmas present, so I decided to delete those videos. And of course I'm kidding, but I can't, I think I mentioned at the very beginning of the first video that there was a possibility that it could be deleted. So I left it up for about a week, at least in my uploads, and then I decided, if I cannot beat, so what's your reason for deleting it is maybe your question, right? So the clones, I can't beat the clones. So I decided to just delete the project. I cannot beat them. The one time that I actually got there, I left my game on for like 4 or 5 hours, and then it crashed. The game crashed. So I had to well, let me talk about this. So you're going to be using the harpoon to destroy the pallets over this particular hidden item. And what that is over there that's one of the blue rune triumphants. And then all of this stuff is some stuff that you can do extra. So you can use this harpoon to destroy the statue over to the right. And over there is the site of another blue rune triumphant. And then you can turn this over here to destroy this statue and the one to the left. I think you have to go up there where we're aiming now. I think you do have to go up there to throw a switch. And there will be an edit over here somewhere. There's another squad of guys coming for us over there, as well as a couple of archers, it looks like. At least 3 of them. I don't know if you can hit them with this thing. I never tried it. But one of our first priorities really should be to just execute these guys, because they're obnoxious when they shoot their exploding arrows in your way. And yeah, let's just get them out of the way, and then we'll get our magic upgrade. So I don't know if you can get this magic upgrade if you don't do the combat roll. And I think you also might be benefited by getting the runes in a different order. And when I say benefited, I think you have to. I think I couldn't reach all the rune triumphants in time when I started by activating the ones down here. The only way that I was able to get this MP upgrade was to start with the one that's up by the treasure chest. And I think it has to do with the speed with which you can activate these triumphants if you start with the one that's on top and then jump down, because I think it takes him quite a bit of time to mantle up to the top of it. So you can avoid mantling altogether if you just stop and start at the one by the chest, because then you can start with that one and then you can just jump off the building quickly and come down here. I had so much fun doing that fight over there, by the way. So a moment ago we did see an edit, and now we have these guys here with the spikes on their shield. And I really hated these guys when I went through the game the first time, but I don't hate them so much anymore. I still don't think they're that fun to fight at all. But here is the good stuff up here. So that's the first one. And then, like I said, this was the only way that I could get this to work because of the slow mantling. So, like I said, you don't have to mantle if you start up there and then jump down here. I also don't know if you can do this without doing the combat roll. So, I don't think the normal person playing this game out there would know how to do this. And I'm not saying I'm high and mighty or anything like that, but I don't think everybody who plays this knows how to do this move. And if you don't know how to do it, you might not be able to get to that because it's a really quick way of moving. So we got our health upgrade. 7 segments of magic now is what we have to use. You can parry these guys. What I like to do on those guys though is try to knock them over. They usually just block though, and then you could parry after that. If you fail the parry though, you can try to off balance them and then use square triangle to knock them down. So I'm going to try to do that as much as I can. So why are we... Oh, we're coming back up here because I'm trying to replace the MP that I just exhausted. So I don't think I had that many MP segments last time when I played this. I don't remember having that many. I didn't have 7. We might even get more too. So... Okay, so when you come in here, they checkpoint it. There is a there's a whore over here to pick up. So we're going to get her situated, and then we're going to come over here. And then there are these spike balls that come down the ramps over here. They take a hell of a lot of damage from you. So what you can do is just go up the ramp and save your progress if you want to. I was able to get up to there without taking any damage, but I would typically get hit by the spikes, and they take a lot, those spike balls. So what I'm going to try to do is pull this guy's aggro and fight him over here. They also do that running charge where they glow red-orange like that and do a charge. And one more, just one more of these guys. That was, I don't know, I didn't really plan to kill him so quickly, but look at the blood pouring out of his neck. Okay, so just watch out for the spike balls. If you take too much damage, you can always just allow yourself to get killed and start from the checkpoint. And they also get affected by those balls too, so they can actually get hit. And in some cases, they can even get outright killed if they've been weakened a little bit. So what you can do actually is knock them over like that, though. So I'm going to kill one, and then I'm going to save my progress because it's not easy to do this. So I'm going to kill them and then see if we can work on that guy, but it looks like he's all taken care of by his own accord. And I think I'm also going to save my progress because we have a heavy coming up. So the spike balls will only come out if you're on the ramp, or if I think, yeah, I don't know if they'll come out just by looking in that direction if the camera's on the screen. But when you come up to this area, you've got 2 archers, more shield guys, about 2 or 3, and then a heavy. So what I would do is I would execute these guys quickly. Try not to take too much damage, and then you can throw these jars at the heavy. And I think if you throw 2 of them at him, he'll completely lose his body armor. So he's really weak to these jars over here. These ones over here, they don't give out HP, I don't think. But you can pick up these and you can throw them at the heavy. I don't know how much that one hit him though, so I couldn't see. He was off screen a little bit, I think. But obviously, see what these guys do is when you're trying to hit them, they put up the spikes like that. So if you hit them when they have their spikes out like that, you obviously don't damage the enemy, and you take damage as well. But if you pick up their shield though and use it, you can block his attacks that would ordinarily break your guard. So it's actually a pretty helpful tool to use here. Although, look at this. Look at this. Is that long enough to press those buttons? It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. I wanted to show you that because that is it's as though it's not meant to be done, because it only lasts a few frames and there's a whole bunch of QuickTime events and they just flash so quickly. There's no way in hell anybody can do that. So I didn't even know this guy had a whip attack like that. What the fuck am I doing? Anyway, now that we've had our little joke, we can pick up this and throw it his way. Where is he? There he is. And now his body armor's gone, and we can parry him. Having fun with this chapter. This is a really cool mission. And there goes the parry, and he's all finished. You've got 2 statues to push, and normally they'll spawn some more guys in for you. So I think this guy gave me some real issues. They also throw their shield like that too. If you're gonna hit them, you can cancel out of their. You can cancel out of your attack by dodging, and sometimes if you parry them with their shields, they'll fall over, but they won't be dead. They can be executed, but they still have to be finished off. So they're kind of tough with that shield. But once they're just standing around like this, you know, they can be really easily dealt with. So you're going to be just pushing these statues onto the switches. And so if you're having trouble on these guys with the shields, the simplest thing to do, I think, is just to press square triangle to try to knock them over. So if when you do that, they block, just stand there, and then when they're attacking you, see when they back up like that, they're going to do a charge, and that obviously can't be blocked. So that is how much damage you get dealt there if you hit them with the spikes on. There you go. That's actually a good opportunity to knock them over with square triangle, is when they're throwing their shield, because they don't have any protection. So you can feasibly knock them over. See what I did there? I canceled out of it by rolling. I probably saw that coming and tried to dodge, but the response time was inadequate to handle that in reality. Okay, so you can either go back and save your progress now, or you can come in here. There's very little risk though, because they give you a checkpoint, and we've got more shield guys and no heavies yet, but some more flying lizards. So see if we can see. That's all you've got to do. That's all you've got to do. Just finish them off. So there's a health chest over here, and we've got a save stone coming up really quickly. Yeah, that would have been the time to do square triangle. Okay, so let's just see if we can get this guy put down. There we go. So I would say that's one of the easiest ways to deal with that enemy, guys, if you're having trouble. Okay, so we're gonna go up this ramp up here. Archers over here to take care of. So when they shoot you with those arrows, you do take damage, and if you don't press R1 in time, you get dealt damage from the explosion that happens. There we go. We got him. Okay, so now we're met with more of these guys over here. Go ahead and use magic if you want to. I'm going to use magic quite a lot. I don't have that many reservations about it, but I do feel like there's some sort of a weakness in me when I do use it, and I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from either, but I mean, if I have 7 squares, and who cares, we'll just call them squares. I don't care anymore. But if I have 7 squares of magic at my disposal, and I've got a heavy who's irritating me, why shouldn't I be able to use 1 square of the magic on the heavy, especially when I know I've got like replenishments coming? It's just the smart thing to do. Alright, so we're going to be rolling up this hill, hitting that save point, and then proceeding with the rest of the level. I had to get some water, actually. Somebody mentioned, and I'm just trying to get some chocolate out of here, someone mentioned that he said my lips always make a certain sound when I'm talking on the microphone. I didn't understand what he's talking about, but it's not because I'm eating. He thought that I was eating like every second of the commentary, and there's nothing furthest from the truth, guys. I eat like a bird, actually. Like, some of my family members have often said to me, dude, you need to eat some fucking food or you're gonna die. And it's not like that at all. I eat enough. I eat only enough to live. I don't gorge on food. I don't get excited by food. And it's because the reason my lips are like that is because I drink a lot of stuff. I drink a lot of soda, a lot of water, a lot of tea and stuff. I don't drink alcohol anymore. But there it is. The mercenary. I don't have that particular vice anymore. I don't think I have any vices, really. Except I can definitely get behind medication, because people a lot of times are filled with ignorance about medication, and they don't realize that some people take medication and they aren't abusing medication. Even though I actually take 2 controlled substances, but it's only controlled so they can make money, guys. And of course for safety. I know the safety, but it goes 2 ways. Hold on. Why is the fucking window like that? The window was like standing open like that. So a patient, I'm not editing that out. I don't care. You know what? There's stuff on YouTube that's even like 1,000 times worse than that. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not editing that out. I'm sick of it. But I'm willing to take the risk of controlled substances. I'll take the risk. I don't. It's more beneficial to assume some risk and lessen the anxiety, lessen the pain. So take whatever you really need to is my advice. I mean, whatever you need to do, just take it. And if you don't like it, then don't take it. You know, if it has unwanted side effects, then don't take it. If you want to take it, just take it. Take your medicine, as they say. Take your fucking medicine. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the next room up here. You notice that we We've got an experience chest, and we've got another room up here with these shield guys coming up. Okay, so up here we have a room with the aforementioned shield guys. I don't know what this does, because we just pulled one. I think it's redundant. Although I heard something happen there when I was playing. Yeah, this is a pretty simple area. So basically, I'm just going to take my medicine. You know, I'm willing to assume the risks. I'm there. That's my place. I'm there to assume the risks. So, you know, and what risks? Like, what is the risk? I don't know. I don't know what would be the risk. But I'm not suffering from any risks right now. I'm fine. I don't have any risks. You know, we're not playing Risk. We're playing Conan. Game of the year. Okay, so when you come on down here, you get yourself a checkpoint. And it's all pretty good. Trying to think of what's coming up, because I don't think we've got a boss fight. I think we're all pretty good. Look at that guy. He almost went into the fucking furnace. Oh man, I would have loved that if he had gone into the fire. And yeah, might as well. I mean, this chapter is almost done. In fact, we only have a couple more really easy fights. And so anyway, yeah, I wasn't being as serious as I should have been there. Of course there are risks. Addiction, there's a risk right there. Drowsiness, sexual impotence. I mean, there's a lot of risks. Anything could be a risk. Dry mouth could be a risk. You know, and I think my body at this point is physiologically and probably mentally too dependent on the medication that I take. And I'm basically talking about opioids and what would you call the anxiety medicine? I guess it's a benzodiazepine. I don't know what else it would be called. But I've heard that people get high off, you know, because I take Ativan. I take 2 milligrams per day. 1 milligram tablets. I've never really seen. I don't know if they have 2 milligram tablets. I think they do actually. I've never laid eyes on them. I'd like to lay eyes on them, lay my hands on them. Just kidding. People get high off Ativan. It doesn't give me a high. I've never really even noticed anything like that. That's strange. I don't know why they would do that. You know what's a really good movie? I already mentioned that, didn't I? Naked Lunch. You know, yeah, I mean, you really shouldn't mess around with drugs, but if you want to, I mean, there's nothing stopping you, so, you know, I'm not going to sit here and cast aspersions. Just do whatever you want to do. I'm not saying do it either way, but if you're going to do it, you know, just go for it. Doesn't much matter anymore. And of course it does matter. I don't know why I say shit like that, but I know I don't like stuffiness. Like, I don't like conservative minded people telling me, you know, how many tablets I'm supposed to take per day. Fuck you. I will take however many tablets I goddamn want to per day. Okay? If I want to take 15, I will every day of whatever I want to take. If I want to take 1, I will. It's my own choice. But anyway, and I do get heated because I don't like people telling. I don't like people telling me what to do. I'm not gonna take anything of 15, but I'm just saying, like, I will do what I want to do. I'm not gonna violate the law. Well, maybe I will, but I'm not gonna harm anybody. If I harm myself, that's my own deal. But I'm not going to. I'm just saying I'll do whatever I want to do. God damn it! And you won't believe these stuffy people. It's sickening. You know what they are? They're buzzkills. They're trying to put downers on people. They're trying to make people bored and trying to preserve that sense of boredom. And what would you call it? Ennui. That really peculiar word that. You know what? They're buzzkills. They're trying to. They know people are having fun and they want to stop people from having fun. You know what? I'm trying to have fun here. We're all trying to have fun. This is fun times here at Dick Benedict Productions. Take care.